Good morning, man. Welcome to the daily money markets. It's actually Wednesday, bringing you the daily trade analysis of the day. So yeah, the time is already gone. It's 10 o'clock in South African time. Already London session has just opened. We are seeing a lot of volatility that are actually currently happening in the market. So we're not supposed to spend more time. We need to jump in the market and actually see what's going on in terms of the high impact volatility, as well as what type of instrument we're going to be able to look into the market. All right. So for now, let's look in terms of the high impact volatility and how actually they're standing at the moment. All right. Hey, what's going on? All right, today it's Wednesday, February 28th. Pretty much there's a lot of in terms of the high volatility that is going to happen on today. That means there's a lot of opportunity that we can jump in and try to actually capitalize and make something out of it, right? We need to be able. All right, so 3 a.m. in the Sydney session, there was official cash rate from New Zealand dollar, which also followed with a monetary policy statement that comes also from New Zealand dollar. Moving on 3:30 p.m., we are going to see a per annum GDP from United States. This is actually the day that a lot of people have been actually waiting to understand how the growth domestic product report is going to be from United States and how is it going to transfer to a format, which is the Federal Reserve of US. And then they'll be able to give us actually in terms of the increase of the interest rate or the decrease of interest rate. At the moment, the interest rate has been on a pause, expecting to actually start dropping the interest rate bit by bit in a buy phases. But hey, man, that's how the US, in terms of how they gauge their economy and actually starting dropping the interest rate. While when you look at it in other countries in Africa, like Nigeria, yesterday they increased their interest rate to really all-time high. A lot of people that are staying in Nigeria or doing business in Nigeria, they're going to have feel the kick because of the increase of interest rate. Anyway, we are also having the G20 meetings today. Day one of the G20 meetings. I think the next, I'm not sure where it's in Brazil or where, but I think the next G20 meeting is coming all the way to South Africa. We're going to be the host of that G20 meeting. Again, we're seeing later on 7 p.m. a former member Boost speaking, a former member William speaking. Again, they're going to speak based on the GDP results that comes on. So there's a little bit of high impact volatility. We are seeing also the crude oil inventory coming also on today 5:30 p.m. 9 p.m. as well, 9:10. We're seeing RBNS governor speaking from New Zealand. So that's how in terms of high impact volatility, a lot of movement are coming from the New Zealand dollar. Later on, we're seeing from the US. We are seeing also G20 happening, whereby each and every member of the G20, when they're speaking, we're going to expect a lot of volatility based on where they're actually coming from. US, we are seeing also the former members, William and Bostic, actually, speaking, and then a governor from New Zealand as well speaking. All of these things happening today. So, right, without more wasting time, we have to jump in a market at the moment because it's already the European session open. We are looking at GER30. That's actually the first instrument. Maybe I should pay attention on it. If we go to a bigger time frame, we can see where we're anticipating that the market will come down. Didn't come. It actually goes all the way up and sitting at 17,578. Definitely there's not much in terms of volatility of the euros, but because of the session open, we're really anticipating maybe it will drop to get to 17,467. So pretty much a little bit of push to get to this level, trying to cover up this particular levels. So that's how I'm actually anticipating in terms of GER30 that is an index coming from Germany or from Europe, combination of over 30 companies listed in that one stock indices. All right. The other instrument that I always pay attention on it, and again, look about that instrument, especially when London session open, it's FTSE 100. Here we call it UK100. Again, look at the high impact volatility that just, spiking up exactly 10 o'clock after the market open from London. We go to a little bit of a bigger time frame, 1 hour. There's a lot of volatility and a pullback in this instrument if you look at it, right? Now, the anticipation of these trades is actually to get to this level. Get to here, 7,651. But once it get to that level, it will start now collecting. I think the collection move will be really, really great. That a lot of people, you can take advantage in terms of collecting and bring it back to where it actually coming from. You see, if you can see where it has been resisting for a couple of sometimes, the collection is going to do the same thing and goes all the way up to collect again on this position. Here we go, but it's just a retest. It might push the price a little bit down as well. So you can see UK100, which is FTSE 100, does have volatility. If you want to jump in the market immediately or wait maybe the volatility to cool down a little bit, then get your collection and push the price all the way to 7,707. Here it is. Here it is. This is where it's actually coming. You want to come to this position. But anyway, that's a UK100. But again, because of there being a lot of instrument from New Zealand, we might as well also to look one of the New Zealand instrument and just to see Nzdusd versus USD. Pushes the price down again already. The volatility has kicked in already. We are looking at 1 hour. All right, it already break this level. The market also break this level. If we go to 4 hour, okay, it's on this zone. Let's go on 15 hours and see where 15 minutes. Okay, do we think it will correct to 0.61352? Bigger, hold on. But this is actually the bigger zone that this trade actually want to get, right? This. So I think it will just retesting where it is. If you look at it, it's actually doing the retestment, a little bit of a retestment that is actually doing, and then it will continue break this position. The reason why, again, there's a GDP that are coming from US, and we are actually anticipating a high volatility from a dollar, and the dollar to have a little bit of a stronger stability. So obviously, the New Zealand dollar, it might actually drop to 0.60693. And then from there, because of later on at 9 o'clock, we're having also New Zealand governor speaking. We're expecting a little bit of collection to where it is at the moment. Push all the way up, ending up at this position. All right, so that's in terms of the Australian dollar versus United States dollar. That's how I'm, paying attention in it and how I think the market is going to react, play around a little bit, continue break all the way down, touches some position, and then start recovering back. All right, NZD, USD. What else? It had a high impact volatility. I think the last one was US. We means the crude oil inventory. Yes, Brent oil, we look at it yesterday. It had really, really interesting, position. Again, let's look at it already. The gap that we were talking about yesterday recovers all the way, pushes the price up. We say that it might get to $82 per barrel. But here again, I'm anticipating the market to actually, push the price a little bit down, to $81 per barrel, $81 somewhere around here, $81 per barrel. That's quite some move there. But again, you can monitor it if it breaks here. Once it breaks at this position, if the candlestick maybe close below that line, and then it forms another candlestick, eventually you should know this is the target that the market is actually looking at to cover. This is the space where the trades, it might come all the way and cover this space. So that's how the Brent oil, it's actually performing at the moment. I think because of the geopolitics, again, yesterday we talked about US posing 500 new sanctions to Russia, mostly targeting to the ships, companies, targeting to railways, and these are the transportation ways of transporting goods, especially from one area to another. And most of the things that these guys transport outside of Russia, it's oil to actually distribute to different types of areas and sell their product there. So we are seeing a knock in terms of the Brent oil, but I think WTI, it's actually performing perfectly because it's a Western Texas oil from US. Anyway, we're going to move to I think today we should also look to S&P 500. Yesterday it had a little bit of a report of S&P 500. So let's see how S&P 500 is actually performing and where do we think S&P 500 is going to go. Let me get to Nzdusd CAD and throw S&P 500 there. Okay. Where are you? All right. Still the market playing around at very, very high top in terms of S&P 500, right? Look at it if you look at on a 1 hour time frame as a day trader, sitting at 5,070. Remember, they just break the level of 5,000 because of these guys. They were sitting around, let me see, they were here, 4,800, 4,200, per stock price in the stock market. But the market has pushes all the way up, showing the bearish or the bullish, stability of this instrument. Again, the reason why is because of the dollar has been getting the momentum because of the Federal Reserve. They're not increasing the interest rate. They're putting it at a pause. So people, they're actually having the extras in their pocket to do some other things. And now we saw it, how it transfer. If people, they're having extra cash, to spend in a different things, they're actually entering and, starting spending in a different industries. So now we're seeing the CPI, which is Consumer Price Index, showing that the index has actually surpassed the estimation because of people. They are having at least a little bit of extra. It's not much, but it's a little bit small that they're actually saving when they're actually paying their bills and so on and so forth. The reason why is because of the rate. It hasn't been increased. And now it transfer all these again to the producers, those that are producing the product. We saw it again a little bit above the estimation. It means they are now being able to produce that. So those aspects, they're the ones that actually show the positivity to a dollar instrument, which is US indexes, to actually S&P 500, bridging the 5,000 markets as all-time high. On a market, we saw Nasdaq getting to 17,000, estimation to get to 20,000, which has never been there. We saw US30 again getting to the very, very higher position, 38,000 somewhere there. So yeah, S&P 500, maybe it might repull a little bit, but to be honest, I'm not seeing S&P 500 to get to the level of maybe way to 4,000. It's still going to maintain the position of 5,000 mark. Okay, so it's telling me that maybe okay, pushes the price to 5,056, but I still believe that it might break and maybe give it here as your second take profit around 5,020, 5,021. If you go in a small time frame, you won't see it. You can only see already, head and shoulder to some people, how they actually look at it. But again, I'm seeing the market to push the price all the way to 5,056. Pretty much clear move at the moment that a lot of people can jump in and actually, make some money. Let's see if I cannot be able to enter on S&P 500. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I've already entered at a messed up position, but let's go. Let's see if it won't break this position and jumping into profit. Moving on Nasdaq, again, we are seeing it's performing the same as S&P 500, dropping the price. It's been sitting above. This is the position where we anticipated yesterday that the market will get to here. It tried to get to this level, but it didn't touch this position. So again, we want the market to get to this position and see it breaking maybe to 17,600. And so the move is still in the play. The move is still in the play. This is the target, higher target that we are anticipating, 17,660 for Nasdaq. Again, it's a shortening of the trade at the moment. Volatility is already kicked in. Getting in the US30, always, it breaks yesterday, it gapped yesterday. If you look at it, very important signals that you need to focus when you see something like this. Now, since US30 breaks, it hasn't go all the way up and recover, that gap. What does it mean? What it means is that although it shows the volatility of pushing the price all the way down, but this is pretty much the area maybe it might recover. Let me see. Go to 15. Okay. Maybe not even this far. Maybe not even this far, because now what matters is that the market has to go back and recover where it actually do the break. So this is a bigger time take profit for US30. I think it will have a buy position to 38,985. Anytime from beginning of New York session, it will start turning the price all the way up. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm looking into the market today. Couple of instruments we've been checking. We check the fundamentals. We check how the fundamentals can be able to transfer that knowledge into the charts and do the technical analysis of ourselves, understanding the aspects of a technical analysis, and yeah, giving you a little bit of opportunity that you can compare with whatever you have and be able to jump in the market. Again, as a disclaimer, this is not the information of telling you what to do or what to trade, how to trade it. All this information is just based on purely education. So yeah, man, thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to keep on subscribing, maybe share to other people. If you're just viewing it, keep subscribing, man. Click the subscribe, share to other guys. Maybe they can learn one or two. But yeah, thank you very much.